Hi and welcome back to our June sale. We've got 181 lots. We're going to take you around and show you what we've got.
Start off with these two fast forwards here. We've got a 1985 Series 1 RS Turbo. Spent a little bit of time off the road this one, but again really sensibly priced, levelling out nicely these Fords, and again a sort of a not a cheap way into it, but a sensible way into a Mark 1 Series RS Turbo.
Done £30,000 for a mint one, maybe 35 these days, but that one's totally complete, runs and drives, very good shell, half the money. I think that's it. Yeah.
On that, so yeah.
If you want to go rarer, you've got an
RS 1600i.
Tell me anything about it, or are you just going to say what you see?
RS 1600i, that's it.
Everything went out my head there.
It's been in a warehouse for 19 years or something like that, hasn't it? So that's had a long period of time off the road. It's a factory black car as well, which is even rarer than the fact that it's a 1600i.
Yeah, and to be fair, I know this is sort of the one to have. This is the poster of that era Escort, but I think they're really cool. I love the decals you get on those. Those double wing rubber spoilers on the back are really cool. They're just that. I think that's a better looking car.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's well, like we said, it's a mega rare car, so there's not going to be two on the same show field, is there?
Exactly. However, same sort of era, slightly less performance, but to be fair, out with the three, this is probably the one I'd choose. I mean, I know Toby, a lot less money. I know Toby likes his Fords, but bought by the original owner through their company when it was brand new from BMW here in Newcastle. She kept it for what, 10 years?
Ran it up to 2000, 2002, something like that, yeah.
Where the company then bought her a Golf GTI, and she sold this to herself personally, so she's been the only owner from day one. Shows one previous, so the company then her. Huge history file. He's got a lovely organised folder with all of the invoice, everything, loads of service stamps. It's an injection car. It is a 318, but actually that's not that bad. Manual.
Two-door. Dolphin grey.
Exactly.
Again, I know it's a low spec car, but it's the nicest one that you're going to find of that model. Like you say, you're not going to find another technically a one owner car just hanging around like that. Nice mileage, really well looked after. He was saying he pulled it back out in like 2008, doesn't get driven in the rain. You know, it's just been loved from day one, that, hasn't it?
It's quite refreshing actually. I mean, I love an E30 M-Tech kit, big wheels, lowered, like looking like a slightly boy racery car, but it's refreshing to see just a clean, plain, simple, honest one. And all the usual places, bottom of the scuttle's lovely, around the top of the windscreen's really nice. There's no rot that I can see on it.
Arches are nice and solid, just a nice level straight car.
£7,000 to £8,000 we've got on that one, and really for a car to go and use either daily through the summer, use it for shows, you're not going to find much better, I don't think.
I agree.
Little saloon cars, or sort of saloon cars, I think you tend to prefer the Jag we've got stashed up here, don't you?
Yeah, we've got a couple of nice sort of family usable saloon cars, that's what we'll call them, because they're nice and big. I would think they're mega reliable as well, the Volvo as well. So this one is an 86 Series 3 XJ6, which we've had the conversation, we all prefer the Series 3. One of the nicest colours I've seen, the chrome works lovely on it. It's just a nice level straight car.
I think that's the best Series XJ Jag.
Yeah, Series 3 I think has sorted all the sort of problems out. They look a lot better, and they're sort of aging the right way now as well.
Yeah. Best colour?
100%.
Yeah, it's done the miles, 130,000, but it wears them really well. The seat's really good. It doesn't have a saggy headlining. Bodywork's lovely and straight. Chrome works very good on it.
Yeah.
And for the guide price we've got on it, I don't see how you could get much.
£4 to £5,000 is a nice usable family saloon car.
But we're in a world where the alternative that Toby's got.
I've got a slight thing for this. So it's a Volvo 240 GLT. It's one previous owner. It's low mileage and it's very original. It's very nice condition, and it's just a lovely all-rounder.
We seem to do really well on nice Volvos. You know, since our first auction, we've always had a nice Volvo, and again, refreshing to see them in this condition. Fresh in the silver, looks really good. Normally the door tops are all faded and they're a bit cracked and stuff. Interior's absolutely mega in it as well.
Yeah, it is as close to a new one as you're going to find, and actually for what it is, it's considerably cheaper than you would think it would be. I think if it was an estate it'd be 15 grand, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they have such a good road presence as well. You see them driving down the road all the time. They've got a mega presence, and most of them are still daily driven since the 90s, aren't they?
Yeah. Equally as practical, equally as usable.
Double rare.
You're going to say it, Charlie. See if you can get the full name, make, and model in one go. Go on.
It's a DeSoto Fire Dome.
Be honest, did you just read the tag?
I did. Well, no, I know it was DeSoto, but I keep getting that word wrong. But it's fine. We've only ever sold one. It was a pre-war one, so this is the second one we've had through our doors. Again, lovely story behind it. The woman was married in the car, and the father borrowed the car to not like in it, but she was
room to walk down an aisle.
But he could. He then bought the car after that, and they've owned it since. A lovely thing.
What they told you about to stop for a pint at the pub on the way. Father of the bride and the bride stopped for a pint on the way to the wedding, which is pretty cool. Very, very classic American. Bit more unusual compared to the Chevys and the Fords.
Well, it is just a Chevrolet underneath, isn't it? It's running gear, engines, all the parts are available. Just a nicer top, I would say.
It's a really, really good looking car, and again, very rare, like you say. Which, same vein, I think probably the star of the show for us, isn't it?
Absolutely. 100%.
Very rare.
We've done another extra video on this because we loved it that much. So it is a 1933 Alvis Sports Saloon. Believed to be one of two still registered.
Yeah, the nice thing is with the Alvis Club, so we do a few Alvises, and they're actually a very, very knowledgeable group of people. They know where pretty much every chassis is, what it's doing, what's on it. They've got one other one recorded. They did 4 different body styles, didn't they? They did like a normal saloon, a sports saloon, a 2-door and a convertible. We believe there's only 2 sports tourers left. We don't know what the condition of the other one is, but I'm going to go out on a limb. It's not as nice as this one.
No. We're going to say as a car, as an entry, an auction entry, this is probably one of the best, nicest all-rounders we've had. 33 in a year, so a good age for us. Interior is unbelievable. It's had a Type 9 Ford 5-speed put in it. Again, we think that makes sense. It makes them a lot more usable to drive them around, get them on the motorway, and they will just tootle along. But again, it's as close to as what I would think is as show winning as you're going to find, especially for the era. The stuff that of this age survives because it's been looked after, and this car at some point has had a very, very good restoration on it. Yeah. Interior is gorgeous. The black paintwork as flat as that, I can't compare to anything we've had through our doors, especially not of that era. And from every angle, unbelievably pretty. It was parked here. We've had people coming through the door, walking straight to it, not even knowing it was here, don't even know what it is.
So just for the guy price we got on this, is just absolutely, it's a hell of a car. We've got 16 to 20,000 on it, and I just think it's a fraction.
Well, say you got it for the top end of the guide price, £20,000. What classic are you going to get that's going to guarantee you an entry to any show? Because the shows are getting busier and busier and busier. We're doing one next week where there's 1,200 cars. They're turning people away, so what they're doing is being picky. No one's going to turn that away. No. Everyone's going to give you attention. It's still drivable. You and I took it down the road. We filmed it. It drives not like a brand new car, but it drives.
It's very usable.
It's if you can drive an MGB, you can drive that.
Yeah.
For £20,000. Put a Bentley badge on that. What's that?
120.
Well, easy. But
for the fact that it's not.
It's got a better mascot. That's gorgeous. Look at it. The chrome work's phenomenal on it. It's black with orange interior. What more do you want?
Generally turns heads everywhere we go. When we took it on the road test, we had thumbs out the windows, people stopping us at the petrol station, everything. It is
stopped us at the petrol station because you chose not to use the electric start and you hand cranked it.
Right. Sure.
So people just thought you were insane.
If you had a mandolin, would you use your tumble dryer? That doesn't work. Right, what we're looking at next?
You mean a mangle?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Right, do not cut any of that out.
No, we're leaving all that in. Right, completely opposite, but I want to talk about this little Civic.
Yeah.
Because there's this and the next car we're going to go on to are both good examples of honest little cars.
So, little automatic Civic, it's 89 in the year, showing 22,000 miles. Get a look around this car. It is done 22,000 miles. That is all you need to say. I think the walk round video was mega quick because there's nothing to point out.
Honda that's done 22,000 miles.
So it's not even running.
If
say that about Mercs, it's generally a Honda, it's not running.
It's like it is just a new car.
It is, yeah. And that's all we need to sort of say on that, because even like I say, the walk around video was 3 minutes long because you're not pointing anything out to sort of fault it with, are you?
Do you know the weirdest thing is it even smells like a new Honda?
We've been doing sniffing your Hondas.
Low mileage, low owner cars at the minute. We're going to talk about this little Audi TT, and you know, I'm sure there's plenty of people on YouTube will comment on this, but this is what we see as sort of a future classic. Yes, they were mass produced, but there's so many nasty ones around, it is unbelievable. So this car is one owner, it's a local car, one owner from new, northeast, all of its life. You know, it's done 46,000 miles on it. But again, how many you see? You know, you can go on any website and there's thousands advertised on 150,000, rot on every corner, just not nice cars. But like I say, local car, one owner from new.
More importantly, it's a 3.2.
Though I think this is the proof that specs everything. So this was the launch colour, if I remember rightly. 3.2, four-wheel drive, DSG, sport kit.
Which is lovely.
Which makes a huge difference because you don't notice unless you park it next to a normal one. On top of that, it's low mileage, like you say, and one owner. Like, if you're going to buy one, if you put 10,000 miles on this car over the next 3 or 4 years, you'll triple your money.
Still going up, yeah.
Really, really smart buy, that one.
I think the ones to watch, that's for sure. We've got a nice pair of Cabris, both 2.8 injections. One's black, one's silver. Both turnkey, ready to be enjoyed. And again, that's where sort of getting through them today. We've got loads to talk about.
It's going to be weird. We're going to talk about SLs, and I really like one.
Well, you can talk about that one. I'll talk about this one.
There's 3 of us.
Charlie's going to pick the one. Yeah.
So R129 in silver, 320, sub 100,000, pan roof, rare on this shape. Yeah. Lovely, a lot more light in there. One of the nicest ones we've seen, one shade of silver. They normally need bits and pieces. This one's not the case. The roof, the soft top's absolutely gorgeous as well, working nice and smoothly.
The headlining on it's fabulous.
Yeah, the headlining's like brand new inside. The pan roof makes a massive difference. It just makes them. You can sort of use this car all year round, no bother.
Yeah.
And I think it looks really fresh in the silver as well. It sort of brightens it up a little bit.
To Mercedes, to me it should be silver, and it's just that later one where they did that with the nicer wheel and stuff. That's the one to buy. But for me, I mean, I've had one of these myself. This is the best car I think you can buy for sub 10 grand, especially this time of year. Late one like this, 500, pan roof. It's got the nicer wheels. It's the nicer silver, so it's got a slight bit of blue to it. Heated and cooled seats, 5 litre V8.
Push button start that worked.
A working push button start.
AB suspension is bang bang straight away, no faults there. It's had a load of money spent on it this year. The history file's lovely on it. Again, a well loved car, and like we've always raved on about these from day one. Again, another one to watch. They're superb value for money.
Yeah.
And they're the sort of money that people are paying for an MX-5.
But you fly under the radar on that one, you see. You know what I mean?
So yeah, the opposite. So box fresh, and then somebody has just thrown money at it.
SL500, it looks a bit different because it's had a black Series body kit fit on, which was 20,000 pounds.
Well, the body kit alone before it was painted and fitted was 8 grand. There's a receipt there, or the Venetor is that.
Yeah. Fitted and painted. Another 20 grand spent on the car getting it bang on.
Again, AB suspension.
Up and down. But the exhaust note, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I think I never get really into an SL, they're not really me, but this, I really got into it.
Well, if you think about what it's trying to replicate, which is a 65 black, they're about £250,000.
And we've got sub 10, we've got 79 on of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's about as menacing as you can get for sub 10 grand, isn't it?
And they're going to hear you come.
Yep. Oh. Speaking of hearing you turn up, pair of modern classic supercars, I guess you'd call them, wouldn't you? Yeah. Ferrari 360.
Yes.
You bought that one in China, didn't you?
Did I? Very nice car. Again, going to cause some arguments here. Like it because it's not red.
Yeah.
Doesn't show its age at all. Slight upgrades of F430 wheels and mirrors. Again, knocking the age off in the right way. Roof's lovely on it. Had all new cables. A great sounding car. It's the F1 panel one, which I quite like. Like we say, if it was manual, you know, there's a big premium there. Service history's good on it. It's had a clutch. It's had the bits that you would want done on it. Unbelievably usable. And again, it's they're never going to go any lower than they are now. That's for sure. No. I think what's that? 40 to 50,000 pounds.
Well, if you look at the sort of hierarchy of a Ferrari, below that you're talking a Mondial.
Yeah.
and a 348.
Yeah.
And you only buy a 348 because you can't stretch to a 355, and you only buy a Mondial because you want a Ferrari. I know that's harsh and we're going to get some grief, but that is true. Whereas a 360 on its own right is a very good car.
Yes. And again, they've got a good following. The sort of gearbox is it's personal preference on that. I think the fact that it's got the receipt for the clutch, that was a lot of money. It's had a different exhaust system put on, which is really nice. Again, another well looked after, well loved car. You do see a few that where the money's not really been spent on them. There was a few rough ones around for a while, which did affect the prices on them. But again, at 40 to 50 grand, they're on the bottom now. Ones to watch, I think.
Well, they're dangerous when they're at that price because have they been through bad hands? That's not the case with that one.
Not at all.
But talking about cars that have been through hands,
Manual
gearbox, but more importantly, it's had one owner. The guy bought this car from Audi when it was 3 months old. It was their showroom demonstrator. 3 months old, he bought it from Tyneside Audi. He's owned it ever since. 17,000 miles. Huge service history.
Stamps and that, you would think it'd done 100,000. It's every page got a stamp on the book.
It is the V8 where everyone's telling you to buy the V10. If the V10 didn't exist, everybody would be over the moon with the V8. What are Audi known for in their fast cars? V8. The V10 is fabulous, but you're going to pay £20,000 premium. Buy the best one you can is always what you're told when you're buying a sports car, isn't it? But you're not going to find a better one. No. It's the sensible choice. That is the one I'd personally go for because I've not had a Ferrari. Everyone wants one at some point, but if you want one that's always going to do every job you want it to do, no brainer, isn't it?
They're quite comparable in that respect.
My favourite supercar.
It's convertible as well.
It's convertible.
Manual, but it is manual.
2-seat.
Two very usable seats. Me and Charles both fit in this, not a problem.
We have had it down the road again. It's going to be the talk of the show. You're going to be the talk of the village, town, wherever in this. It is eye-catching. It is beautiful. It's been restored to an unbelievable standard. Again, the quality of this is just... It's 200 cc's of two-stroke petrol, and what a great laugh that is. I think we've had a look at the market.
It's a great laugh, but it's also very usable.
Yeah.
You're missing the point. It's pink with a snakeskin interior. That's all you need to know.
End of.
Yeah. And then to go with it, you need a chrome Lambretta.
Yes.
So someone spent loads of time and money on this thing. Someone has spent too much time and money on this thing.
I think they were quite vain. They could see themselves in every angle on this bike.
Well, we know how much it is to get a back bumper chrome, say off a Shadow 2, for instance, right? The guide price of this is what, 5 to 6 grand.
I think it's double that in chrome.
I don't know what you're going to get chrome for that anymore. Finding someone to go, oh, you've got a Vespa, Lambretta. Yeah, we'll chrome it. Send the panels down, no problem. Inside and out, the engine bay has been done. It is.
The steering cowl chromed. Yeah, no problem at all.
He's saying send the panels down. I think he's generally sent the bike down and went, I'll paint anything white after, just chrome the full thing.
It's unbelievable. I think that's going to end up in somebody's living room, showroom, whatever, and that's what
it's industrial.
I know it does. I like that.
Just take it for a fox and have a little panic attack, Charlie.
It's quite dangerous going down the road in the sunlight, though, isn't it?
Another car with fantastic chrome on it.
Yes, it has got. There's a receipt there for all new chrome. So this car was restored 17, 18, and then just put away. It was restored, and that was it. Put away. Again, sensibly priced. Good colours. One previous owner. Factory white cream, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas a lot of them were.
All the money has been spent on this, unbelievably usable. It's going to want some light recommissioning. Like I say, it was put away in 2018. After it was restored, it was MOT'd and just parked up. So it's going to want some bits and bobs, brakes, things like that. But
and it's the type to have for me.
Well, these things, I mean, you keep saying you prefer the Plus 2, which is nuts.
We had an argument. 100% prefer the Plus 2.
Just behave. But Series 1's the one to buy. You don't do convertibles because you don't want anyone seeing this. Series 1's the one to buy, we know that. They are getting sensible money now. You're not getting £150,000 for your flat floor Roadster anymore. It's not doing it. So all the ones below that come down. So at mid-30s for a Series 1 manual, that's sensible money.
It's had a load of money spent on it. That is the sort of the cheapest way you're ever going to buy, unless you're buying a Series 3 V12. This is the cheapest way into a Series 1, I think. Is right there, isn't it?
And the Plus 2 is nice unless it parks next to a coupe, which the coupe's beautiful, of course it is, but that is a very usable, very, very pretty car.
Yes, it is.
A little bit less usable in its current state, but very rare. Lot number 1.
Good polish.
pulled out of a garage after.
And weekends were a bit polished, but something else. And a bit well.
Yeah, there's plenty of other people who would say it just needs a bit of a spit shine and away you go.
In all fairness, a bit polished will help it, but you need to do a bit more work as well.
So this is a local car. It was pulled out a garage on the west end of Newcastle where it's been sat since 2012. It is a Fiat 127 Sport. Mega rare, bragging that it's 70 horsepower. Like, that's a braggable point back in the day there. And it's orange. What more do you want? It is a restoration project. No, it's not going to drive it to London. It's going to want some welding and some bits and pieces, but how cool is that?
To be fair, this year of Fiat, even if it was concourse, it might need a bit of welding. But it's worth doing because they're double rare.
Yeah.
We found one that had sold. It was a recreation and it did 20 grand. It was beautiful, but it was 20 grand. This thing, and we've been right around it a couple of times, haven't we? And it does seem to be complete. There doesn't seem to be any bits missing, which is the important bit, because I don't know where you'd find that spoiler or the seats or
vibe. You know, it's somebody's life here. It was driven into a garage in 2012 for whatever reason, and then that was the end of it.
Yeah, engine turns over by hand, so you know you've got a good shot with it, and it's certainly worth doing. It's not like it's a $5 grand car done.
No.
So whoever buys it when they do it, send us some pictures. So I'd like to see that. Cars that are done,
ready to go.
Toby and I might as well just be quiet because this is Charlie's
Series 2A, 2.25 petrol. I don't know what shade of brown it is, but we like it. Turd. Can we see that?
Healthy.
Yeah.
Dad hates the colour, which is a sellable point for me.
I really like the colour. That car gets away with that colour.
Ice cream steels, matching pin, new roof, 3 seats. That's it.
Stone dead mint.
Lush.
3 usable seats.
Is it not biryani brown with a yoghurt stripe?
And that's why Dad's behind the camera.
I like the colour. It's sort of different, isn't it? If it was green, you would just walk past it. It is definitely.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. But obviously,
for what this thing's going to be used for, which is cruising around, it's never going to see a muddy field again.
Green laning.
It's not going to, but it's not. It's a pub car now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is pub car colours. You with your little scoffle vest on it,
I like the fact
pretending that you're a farmer.
We've got his new spectacles to pop on.
Because he looks like Caleb. But we'll move on, it's fine. Over here we've got quite a rare Subaru, I think it's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Right, but when you think about a Subaru Turbo, what do you think of?
Black, blue, with gold wheels.
Do you think about big spoiler,
Yeah, drop cam,
dump valve,
some form of replica wheel,
the annoying neighbour.
black glass, and loads of revvy bits on it. Not the case.
UK supplied STI,
Yeah.
doesn't even have a dump valve. It's the second Subaru I think I've ever driven in my entire life that doesn't have a dump valve. It feels weird.
I was going to say, did you question it going, is this okay? But
Yeah, it feels like there's something wrong, but you're still doing Subaru speed, so it's great. It's still got the small spoiler on it, it's still got the correct wheels on it, low owners, proper service history.
You can just tell when cars haven't sort of been ragged around. It's never been limited. It's not been doing donuts in the car park, has it? It's a proper thing, this, and that's what it needs.
Yeah, it's one of
Dump valve and donuts.
No.
It doesn't, it buy it, use
Leave
it,
it as is.
and leave it as is. There's profit in that car in 5 years'
Keep
time.
going up.
Before we skip outside to have a look at a bunch of commercials, it's worth mentioning we've got more bikes than the Isle of Man does this week.
But we have some ultra cool bikes, well, all cool to be fair, but there's some ultra rare ones. Quickly to point out, there's a couple of sidecars.
Yeah.
One being a Velocet twin pot 2-stroke, hellish rare, and some very nice stuff.
That R1150 is gorgeous.
The nicest colours you've ever seen.
That's the best
cleanest bike we've probably ever had in here.
Yeah, that Harley's very, very nice. The majority of them are no reserve.
Also, Dem Dick. Have a look at that. That's cool.
He's not having a stroke. There is a bike called a Dem Dick Dick, which if you have a look at them, they are very well known. Land speed record racing, 2-stroke things. Really, really cool.
And if that's not for you, have a Beetle wing with an electric motor.
Yeah, so if you don't want the full Beetle, you can have a wing with a motor in it.
That's cool as well.
Yep.
So a really good range of motorbikes for us as well.
Yeah, and then I think we're going to go outside and have a quick look at some of the commercials. And just quickly before we end, we wanted to bring you outside and show a few of the bits and bobs we've got out here. We've got 181 lots in this sale, so there's always going to be some stuff outside, including a nice collection of commercial cars or commercial vehicles. Beautiful truck that came over from Cumbria last week.
Morris LC5, this one.
Yeah.
Lovely condition, well loved, been showed for the last 15-17 years. Again,
commercial I've ever seen.
yeah, the paintwork is unbelievable on this. They're normally hand painted, roller painted, which they get away with. Not the case on this. Absolutely phenomenal.
It's just not commercial spec paint. No. We said this.
Very usable, very drivable. This is commercial spec paint. Lovely story. Guy built. This is his bus company on the side. He retired. He built himself a toy. Hand painted it, but he's done a lovely job. Very, very rare thing.
Driving well as well. I've had a little spin in that. Yeah, mega rare. Lovely little Bedford here with a recovery with a big winch on the back. We'll get in some money that one.
Fireman Sam's been down the road in this one because he's 12 years old.
Absolutely immense. It does not drive like you think it should drive.
No, it was easy to drive.
It's very easy to drive. It's got turns and it's got lights.
Yeah.
And it's even got everything you need in the back.
Coventry Climax pump in it. It's got the wellies.
It's got my size wellies.
Yeah, wellies. We know they fit. It's got every hose, every ladder. It is ready to go and fight fires if that's what you want to do, or just take it to a show. And really, really impressive. Yeah. And the final one is this Foden, which is
so another angled cab there, which we seem to get.
Running, driving.
Yeah. Not like the last one. Hydraulic back. Nice thing that.
Tipper.
And then the final one, this Foden, again from a well-known collector in the northeast.
Again,
driven down
from up Penrith way.
He's turned the back into a camper. He hasn't.
Camper with a generator. The generator is half the size of the back. Again, it's another Gardner 150 with a generator attached to it, and it does have a living quarters, is what he called it. So it's a shed on the back. Again, very usable, very enjoyable.
Yeah, these things have dropped in recent years, but they are sensible money. They are usable money now. There is a few people whinging that the market for these things are dead. We don't think so. We do seem to do very well generally with them.
Good group of people that own them as well. They're always a good conversation.
Good day out with a commercial lad.
You get yourself a big truck. We've got 8 to 10 on it.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you know, probably worth that in scrap.
Yeah.
So, it shows the mix today. I think 181 lots in our June auction. Cars, bikes, commercials, VW Beetle wings with electric motors. Check the website, you'll see the whole lot on there. Everything's got a walk around video, everything's got a detailed description. As always, you can bid online, you can bid it in person, and you can bid by telephone. Thank you for watching.